When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're listening and watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Make We Talk program with yours truly, Jeffrey T., the poor people defender, the poor people governor. Like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want to say thanks to every one of you who are on this morning. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much for coming on. Hold on for me. I'm going to go over to Roots FM.
We're living in a world that on our...
You're in tune to Roots FM 96.1 on the FM band. Make We Talk with Jeffrey Tavares.
Good morning. Thank you once more for joining us here on the Make We Talk program. I want to say good morning to all our friends and family over there in Jamaica, our listeners on Roots on the 6.1 FM, and also our listeners on Sugar Jam, I think it's Sugar Jam Radio, who is listening to us also. I need to get the correct name. But I know there's another radio station who has picked us up, and they are going to stay with us because of the work that we're doing. I am supposed to have Mr. Wilfred Rattigan on this morning to speak to us some more about the planned protest in New York City, where Jamaicans from all walks of life have decided to go in front of the Jamaican Council building there in New York City to stand up for what they believe in, to stand up for the level of corruption in our country, the level of nepotism, the level of cronyism, and the level of disrespect by this government, who believe that they have no regards for the Jamaican people. And we're going to speak some more about a chartered plane that landed in Jamaica, where the government of Jamaica believe that we're a bunch of nincompoops, that the Jamaican people have no sense. We're going to speak some more about that. Also, this morning in the news, it is reported that hold on for me, sorry. It is reported that Roots FM, I think I'm having a feedback here from Roots FM. Can you mute a mic over there for me, please? There's something going on. I'm hearing some paper shuffled in the studio. I don't know, Miss Isis, are you there hearing me?
Yeah, but there's no paper that's shuffling. I don't know what it is, but we'll still check it out and see what's happening. Don't know what you're hearing, but I'll check it out, all right?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. And for those who want to call into the program, I know there's a number for Roots FM. You can call in through Roots FM. And you already know my number. But we're going to speak some more of what is going on. There is so much things that we, the Jamaican people, need answers from the Jamaican government. I thought there was freedom of speech in Jamaica. I thought there was freedom of the press in our country. But when you speak, you have some people in the Parliament of Jamaica who believe that them run things. And they call the various media houses. And they say, get off Jeffrey Tavares. Because Jeffrey Tavares speaking some things when I go so. Get off Jeffrey Tavares because Jeffrey Tavares bringing down brand Jamaica. Get off Jeffrey Tavares because Jeffrey Tavares spreading propaganda news. But let me say something to you all. If the print media that I get my news from is sending out the news, is the print media bringing down brand Jamaica? Is the various print medias around the country bringing on brand Jamaica? Is the various media houses around Jamaica that print that nearly 1 trillion is unaccountable for in the country? Are they bringing down brand Jamaica? Are we living in a Vladimir Putin Russia? Are we living in a Xi Jinping China? Is Jamaica becoming a totalitarian country where we can't speak for our fundamental rights in this country? Huh? Is Jamaica becoming a country where we must shut our mouth? Because members of the ADF or members of the JCF will come to your home and take you out from your bed and then see you chimney and then lock you up because you must speak about what is going on. Yet Jamaica is ranked amongst the best in press freedom. And some people from the parliament call a radio station and they fire a certain person from a radio station in this country. And they ought to do that at a print media now. But let me say something to you. The last time I checked, Jamaica was a democracy. The last time I checked, the people of this country voted and put you all there. So if we don't believe that, we must shut our mouth. That we mustn't speak about the water crisis in our country. That we mustn't speak about the $1.7 trillion is unaccountable for in Jamaica. That we mustn't speak about the condition of our health sector in our country. That we mustn't speak about the education system in our country. We mustn't speak about the status goal in high school where a teacher was sexually assaulted by an ex-teacher and the teacher is still teaching there while the female teacher has no job. We mustn't speak about that. We must just shut our mouth because the demigods are in charge. We must just shut our mouth. We mustn't speak about anything at all. We, the Jamaican people, must shut up because we're ruled with an iron fist. We're ruled with an iron fist. We must just shut our mouth because we mustn't say anything. We mustn't speak about the lack of water because we're bringing on brand Jamaica. We mustn't speak about The millions of dollars are coming to the country by donor countries. And they're not accountable for. We must just shut our mouth. Because Xi Jinping is in Jamaica, running Jamaica. Or Vladimir Putin from Russia is running Jamaica. Or the little rocket man from North Korea, according to Donald Trump, is running Jamaica. We must shut our mouth because we are governed by the iron fist of a certain administration in our country. We mustn't do anything. There's a video circulating on social media. Didn't want to touch it this morning. There's a certain video circulating on social media. And the video is speaking about Dr. Rupert Francis and Wilfred Rattigan. What they did was to use AI to generate the voice. Be man enough or be woman enough to speak on that video. Don't use an AI. Don't use an AI. And for those who believe that what is put out about the 1-point-something trillion dollars, the lack of proper health care and so forth in our country. For those who believe that we are spreading propaganda news, then you must check out your print media and your other media houses in Jamaica. Because that's where we get it from. And for those who believe that when we speak because we're a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, a member of the People's National Party. Let me make something categorically clear this morning. Hold on for me. Miss Isis, hold on for me, please. Hold on for me, please. Hold on 1 minute for me, please. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, everybody.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you.
Yes, sorry about that. I had to take a call from our security analyst, Mr. Herb Nelson Jr. Let me, yes. For those who believe that we're in here to spread propaganda news or to spread fake news, we do no such thing. People may call us and tell us XQYZ. We don't jump and do it. We go back and we do our research and find out if it's truth. But I will not stand by. I will not stand by and let anyone believe that we are going to just sit down and allow a country to go down a slippery path and a slippery slope. The time has come for the Jamaican people to stand up and speak out. The time has come for all of us to don't align ourselves to any political party, but align ourselves to the land of wood and water. Align ourselves to the piece of rock in the Caribbean Sea. Align ourselves for a better Jamaica, for our children. Don't get me wrong. This administration has done some good too. Do not get me wrong. This administration has done some good. But Prime Minister Andrew Holness, do not believe that we must just sit idly by, sir, and must say anything of what is going on, sir. You promised the Jamaican people, sir, that you will let them sleep with the windows and door open. Have you done enough to have that done, sir? We mustn't ask the Gleaner, whatever news company, report that there's $1.7 trillion missing. Is unaccountable for. We're not calling it, we're not pointing fingers. The print media is the one who said it. We get it from the print media. So if nothing ever got, sir, why didn't you all tell the print media to retract it? Huh? Why did you all tell the print media to retract it? No, you did not do that. You did not do that. But when people of questioning integrity decide to speak out, you have some people who's aligned to the Labour Party, who is being paid by the Labour Party to go there and spread propaganda news. To go there and defame, or what they call it, the character of someone. And they don't know one thing they're speaking about. When you speak out for your country, you're being dubbed a member of the People's National Party, you're a dirty comrade. And you're this and you're that. When you have a country where an 80-something-year-old woman cannot sleep in her house peacefully, she's been brutally raped and murdered. And when the news organization bring it on their news and we pick it up and start talking about it, we're bringing it on Brand Jamaica. We are the ones who are bringing on Brand Jamaica. You hear some people talk about freedom of the press. And Jamaica has press freedom. Do we truly have press freedom in this country? Do we truly have press freedom in this country? Do we truly have press freedom in this country? Those are the questions that we, the Jamaican people, must ask. People can't say anything because they're afraid that they will be gunned down. Our members of the JDF or the JSF will come and find them in the bed and lock them up and force them to apologize to the peoples that has power in the country. And they forget that we, the Jamaican people, give them power. They forget that we, the Jamaican people, is the one who put them there. And the word minister means servant of the people. That's what they forget. They forget all of that. Because what? We mustn't say anything. Hold on there for me. I have a call coming to the program here. Sir Herb, welcome to the program. Hold on a minute for me, please.
Hey,
hold on
thanks
for me,
now.
Hold on for me, please. Hello, welcome to the program.
Okay.
Good afternoon or good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's not 12:30.
Hello?
Yes, sir, Jeffrey. What?
We're live on air, sir.
Oh, we are? Is that so?
Yes, sir.
So who bringing them to Jamaica now?
Yeah, I'm having a feedback from you, caller.
I don't know. Let me try it back.
Okay. Yes, Sir Herb. Welcome to the program, Sir Herb. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very well, thanks, Jeffrey. I'm just out on the road, and I recall that we were supposed to have this talk today, so
Yes.
I said, let me check in with you. Hopefully, I'm in a good place. I'm in a parking lot, so that should be all right.
Okay. Very good. Sir Herb,
Yes.
before we go into the nitty-gritty of Friday,
Yeah.
are you aware of a charter flight that comes into Jamaica from Dubai?
When that comes into Jamaica from, I'm not aware of a regular charter flight from Dubai that comes into Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware that one landed recently.
Yes, that's the one.
It had no flight plan that was filed from its
Mm-hmm.
origination to Jamaica, and that it just landed. Now, I don't know under what circumstances they allowed it to land, because usually with aircraft like that, that's destined for someplace else. It They will say, a mayday call, or somebody's sick on board and they have to come in for medical attention. There's a host of different things that they can use to get permission to land, but it's not a regular scheduled flight, and it's a reminder of other such flights that happened in France. Back in December, which is 5 months ago, you had a similar aircraft, Airbus A340,
Yes.
land in France, and there I believe it had something like about 300 uh, uh, Indians on board. And
Yes.
it's the same human smuggling that occurred in France that occurred in Jamaica. Same type aircraft, if not the same aircraft. The only thing they're saying that's different is that that aircraft was piloted by Romanians. Romanians, Germans, similarities. They're all Europeans,
Mm-hmm.
so they need to start checking the tail numbers on this aircraft and see where else did this aircraft go? Where else has it been landing? Because it is engaged in human smuggling.
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yes. I don't know what's going on. My camera is off, it seems like. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
all. Yeah.
I don't understand something though, Mr. Nelson. If they come into the country, sir, as a security consultant, and they land at the Norman Manley and the Donaldson's International Airport, and according to the
With permission.
with
Because
permission, yes,
I understand the Prime Minister was saying it's illegal. So that means they were granted permission to land.
right. If they come into the country, sir, with permission to land and everything, and according to news report reaching us, that their paperwork wasn't sufficient to the Jamaican government, do you think that they should give them permission to walk about and so forth?
Well, here's what happens.
Mr. Nelson, continue talking for me. I'm going to try something as I come back on. So continue talking for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you have people landing like that, then it's up to the customs, it's up to security to take every last person and run Interpol and other U.S. NCIC checks on them. When you run these checks, if any of these people are wanted, even including face trace, which takes of their photos and run it through the system. So when these checks are done, if indeed there's any bolo, be on the
Yes.
lookout. Notices or red notices from Interpol, those will be picked up. Now, once you're satisfied that these people were being smuggled or they're being trafficked, whatever proof you have, based on an interview with each person, once you're satisfied, if you feel comfortable to assign them to an hotel, that means you have established some trustworthiness. And so you assign them to the hotel. Once you're in the hotel, walking around and purchasing things is normal, because then they're acting like tourists. They're in a temporary status pending repatriation. And this is what pretty much occurred. There's no cause for alarm unless you found some red notice and that person was the one who got away or ran away. Then you would have a cause for alarm as to the nature of the red notice, whether they were terrorists or whether they were engaged in some other criminal activity overseas, and they had used the smuggling operation to get away.
Okay. I want to play an item of news, a news clipping, to let you listen to what the news is saying. Listen to this one, please.
The flight arrived in Jamaica legally on Thursday, May 2, 2024. The ministry says it received the requisite approvals for operation from the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. However, despite having arrangements in place for accommodation and departure from the country, the passengers were refused entry by immigration officials. This was based on security concerns uncovered during their processing at the airport. The ministry says passenger flights are routinely screened by local authorities for security threats and possible breaches of law. In this instance, the ministry says it was alerted to the operation of the flight based on what appeared to be anomalies and missing details from its initial permit application. However, the necessary supporting documents were later supplied to satisfy the requirements. In further details, the ministry says upon landing in Jamaica, it was discovered that there were 2 passengers on the flight that did not appear on the submitted passenger manifest. This led to further investigations by the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA. Based on those enhanced checks, the decision was made by PICA not to grant the passengers leave to land in Jamaica. It was deemed impractical to detain the passengers on the plane or at the airport due to the length of time needed to process them. The passengers were therefore allowed to leave the airport on humanitarian grounds and escorted to the ROK Hotel in downtown Kingston by law enforcement and immigration personnel. The ministry says the passengers already had reservations at the hotel. It says the passengers remain accounted for and are currently at the Norman Manley International Airport awaiting the finalization of arrangements for their departure. The cost of their accommodation and return will solely be the responsibility of the charter company and not the government of Jamaica. On Sunday, a radio news report said some of the people believed to be passengers on the charter flight were seen walking around and shopping on the waterfront in downtown Kingston. PNP spokesman on Foreign Affairs, Dr. Angela Brown-Burke, highlighted the stark difference in the treatment of the passengers in comparison to several Haitians who've been repeatedly refused entry into Jamaica and summarily returned to Haiti.
Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
As a person who knows about security and so forth, and you see something like this where they're allowed to walk around, but our sister island Haiti, where the Haitians come into Jamaica and there wasn't even granted anything. Right now, there's a situation that I'm trying to sort out here with a lawyer who is in charge of some Haitians, where some Haitians are being treated in some despicable ways. But yet these people they were granted on humanitarian grounds to walk around downtown Kingston waterfront and buy stuff. But the Haitians couldn't. The Haitians weren't allowed to stay in the country, Mr. Nelson. What is your views on that, sir?
Well, we just let's deal with the rights and the repatriation
Okay.
of folks who land here in Jamaica, who enter the border without any reservation, without any clearance, right? These guys, they follow a process or a procedure based
Mm-hmm.
on the high numbers that came in, and they had to house them in the hotel. And they were being housed in the hotel at the expense of the charter company. So the charter company assumes responsibility for everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
now everybody's back at the airport awaiting departure, from the reports that I'm hearing. Now, the Haitians' intent is different. We don't know what the intent of these guys were, whether or not, like the flight that landed in Paris,
Mm-hmm.
France, similarly back in December, they were bound for Nicaragua. But after determining that it was a smuggling operation, the French police turned them back and sent them back to their home countries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if the government determined, meaning the PICA, determined that
Mm-hmm.
this was a immigration um, uh, uh, operation where the human smuggling was evident, or if trafficking was evident. We have to find out what did the investigation show,
Yes.
right? Now, on the other hand, with the Haitians is pretty much straightforward, where their intent was to come to Jamaica to reside, right? And they weren't being smuggled, they
Mm-hmm.
weren't being trafficked. They're coming in as refugees,
Mm-hmm.
right? But there's knowledge that it's not all of Haiti that is under the situation exists in Port-au-Prince. So the
Yes.
Haitians can escape to other parts of Haiti and escape Port-au-Prince, but they chose an opportunity to come directly to Jamaica. Now, yes, they weren't afforded hotels because they didn't not have a charter company that put them on those boats and brought them into Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So the Jamaican government reaction is dissimilar simply because of the charter company being involved with these people, and that the charter company assumed the responsibility. There was nobody to assume the responsibility for the Haitians, and that's why you see the disproportionate treatment,
Mm.
because the Haitians had no sponsorship.
Mm. Let me ask you this question, Mr. Nelson. Based on news out of a news outlet in Jamaica, they're saying that it's a smuggling ring going on, human smuggling.
Yeah.
Is it that these human smugglers are using chartered flight and say, okay, take them out to Jamaica and let them turn on this up? Is it that somebody in Jamaica is involved in that chartered flight? You haven't,
Well,
I mean, go
well,
ahead.
Jeffrey, this requires police investigative work.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, you take the phones that these people may have, or phone numbers, you record it. You take the phone numbers of the charter flight and you record that.
Mm-hmm.
then you run those numbers back to see if there's been any connection with phone numbers in Jamaica.
Yes.
If you come up with those phone numbers in Jamaica, you identify who they belong to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you tie Jamaica and anybody else in Jamaica to this
Right.
charter flight. Without doing that type investigation, you're not going to tie anybody in. But you need an investigation. You need investigative work to be able to make that connection.
Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. I got something here from a news organization. But you know what? Let me not play it on Roots FM. Because we've been told not to play certain things in Roots. In
Yeah,
all
you
of
know,
that,
they all of these people can raise the objections, but you
mm-hmm.
have to think these things through, right?
Yes.
Not all situations are alike. Therefore, you would not apply the same remedies to across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go with what you have. And in this case, I would love to have known what the skill sets were of these Indians and Uzbeks and anybody else on board, because the skill set determine the type of pay and reception they'll get.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise with the Haitians, what were their skill sets?
Mm. So let me ask you this question, Mr. Nelson. The news said that there was two person who was not on the manifesto. What do you think about that?
Not on the manifest, right?
Yes, yes, on the manifesto rather. Sorry.
Yeah. So it might have been the two Uzbeks that were picked up in Dubai, right?
Okay. That is wanted in America.
Well, did they can say they're wanted in America based on maybe a face trace identification, but
Mm-hmm.
you still have to validate that that information, right? You still have to show um, who these guys are, identify them as the actual people that's wanted in America.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They could have, for all I know, they could have been spying for America over there. And this was the most expeditious means to get them out of the country. So America will
Okay.
gladly welcome them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of possibilities, but you have to verify who these people are before you hand them off.
Do you
It-
believe that Jamaica's security system is on par, or do you believe that Jamaica's security system needs some more revamping and so forth?
No, they've got the ability to run these checks when people
Mm-hmm.
come in. There's a lot of people to land all at once. And so you need enough analysts to be able to run the data through and to identify who the people are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they did the same thing with the Haitians. But
Mm-hmm.
at this point, um, there's nothing wrong with the process that they put these guys through. And there's and as long as you have a good end result, that is what matters.
Mm. You know, when people hear about all of this, do you think, well, maybe they didn't see it fit to address the nation or to have a press conference when you hear that, but to alleviate the worry of the Jamaican people, do you think the ministry or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should have said something?
Well, in a situation like this, when the media takes a story and run with it,
Yes.
this is what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what needed to happen is the information ministry or minister in Jamaica has to then come out and make a declaration as to what occurred And then Dr. Chang or the Prime Minister himself follows up with maybe a 5-minute interview to confirm that there's no danger and that they have, in fact, checked these people out and there's no terrorists amongst the Jamaican
Yes.
population,
Mhm.
right?
I want mm, I want you to listen
No, I was
to
going to say, barring that, um, if they don't communicate, communication is the key to
mhm.
relaxing your population, reassuring them, making them feel that they're secure. You've got to communicate.
I want you to listen to a clipping, audio clipping of opposition spokesperson in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade,
Yeah.
Dr. Angela Brownberg. This is what she said.
The People's
Okay.
National Party demands immediate clarity from the government regarding the chartered flight that recently landed in Jamaica in breach of applicable immigration and customs protocols. We are calling on the government to disclose the origin, destination, and apparent purpose of the flight, the identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight, why the flight was allowed to land in Jamaica without proper clearance, why the passengers were allowed to disembark and permitted to enter the island, why standard immigration and customs procedures were not followed in the matter. We also want to know the whereabouts of the 218 persons allegedly on board and what is to be done about their continued presence in Jamaica, as well as what measures are being taken by the JCF to ensure the safety and security of the passengers and the Jamaican public. Jamaicans will recall that during the COVID-19 pandemic, many Jamaicans were denied entry into the country, forced to wait in limbo on cruise ships, and generally subject to strict protocols. And more recently, the Haitians have been repeatedly refused entry into Jamaica and summarily returned to a war-torn Haiti. The difference in treatment of the passengers on this flight is stark and demand answers.
You're commenting what Dr. Brown just said. I know you have to go, and we're gonna touch on the protest in New York after your comment on this.
Okay. Look, she's right. She's on point. But the bottom line is, once the investigators did their jobs, identify there's no threat,
Mm-hmm.
then it's up. What's conflicting to me is the actual numbers. I hear 218. I hear 250. Right? So,
Based on what, hold on for a minute, Mr. Nelson. Based on what I'm hearing from print media, it's 250. The report that the Ministry of National Security sent out yesterday. Let me see if I find it back. I think they said 250. Let me see something here. Hold on there for me. Well, there you go. They're saying 253. The
all
Minister of
right.
National Security is saying 253. Go ahead, sir.
So we have inaccurate reporting, which just adds to the angst in the public.
Yes.
Somehow they've got to break it out. We know the flight that landed in France had something like about 12 crew members on board.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So why can't they break it out and say, okay, of 253 passengers on board, 13 were crew members and
Mm-hmm.
240 were Indian and Uzbek descent.
Mm-hmm.
Or just simply tell us that the 218 Indians were on board, as earlier reported, and the rest were German and Uzbeks. Give us an accurate accounting. But
Mm-hmm.
there are too many inaccuracies, and this is what is causing a lot of angst with the public. So
Yes.
they need to get their act together with the reports, because the reports is simply not accurate.
Don't you believe that if the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, or the Minister of Information come out and address the nation, that it will alleviate all of these misinformation going around?
No, it won't, because they've told so many lies in the past.
True.
Uh, they damn near need a polygraph machine next to them while they're speaking. The bottom line is you need maybe the new police commissioner to come out and confirm that they have done an investigation in depth.
Mhm,
They have ran these people's profiles through Interpol and through the FBI crime
mhm,
center in West Virginia, and and they're coming up with nothing, or they may just have minor violations,
mhm.
and that's it. Get
Mm.
somebody who knows what they're talking about and who can give some accuracy and get it done.
All right, Mr. Nelson, thank you for talking about that. We're gonna switch gear now. We're gonna speak about the call to action protest in New York, where Jamaicans from all walks of life will be gathering on Friday. Tell us some more about that, sir. Because
And
you're live on Roots FM, you're live on Sugar Jam Radio. Go ahead.
okay, this Friday around between 8 to 9 a.m. in the morning, we're
Mm-hmm.
asking folks to gather at 300 East 42nd Street in Manhattan, New York. The
Can you
purpose is
hold on for
to
me, Mr. Nelson?
protest.
Hold on for me a second. Can you repeat the address again, because you got frozen a while? Repeat the address again for me, please.
It's 300 East 42nd Street. That's
Yes.
the address for the Jamaican consulate in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, around 9, we will begin the demonstrations in front of the embassy.
Yes.
We have got a dedicated lane in front of the embassy to do demonstrations, and if the crowd gets too large, the NYPD has told us that they'll shut down a second lane to accommodate us,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's ample parking on the next block across the street, where handicapped as well as others who would like to park their vehicles are able to do so.
Yes.
There's a train station at Grand Central
Mm-hmm.
on 42nd Street near Lexington that people can take the train in and don't have to worry about parking.
Yes.
And of course, we have folks who are in the hotels, will be in the hotels in New York, outside of the city as well as inside the city, that have, walk-in access, or they might have to take Uber to come in.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottom line is, with everybody there, we'll begin the protest at 9. From 10 to
Yes.
12, we can play music, right? Maybe we'll play that song that drew the consul general down to Pennsylvania, where she put on a show for the audience,
you mean
dancing away. That's right.
you, you mean the Consul General from New York?
Yeah, the Jamaican consul general in New York, not just
Yes.
any consul general, our consul general,
Yes.
and she's a party animal. She showed
She
us
is.
that. Yeah,
I saw her dancing herself away there today at the pen relay.
at the pen relay. That's right.
Mm.
So 10 to 12, music, and I guess the talking will start somewhere between 9 and 10, and then we'll resume again between 12 and 1, which
Okay.
at 1 we'll end the proceedings. But the
Mm-hmm.
bottom line is, this is an orderly event. This is supported by law enforcement. We'll have security on hand, and we will ensure that we meet the highest professional standards that we are used to. So we don't have to worry about hooliganism or anything like that showing
Yes.
up and spoiling the party.
Yes. And I want Roots 96.1 FM and the other media houses who has the Make We Talk program live on that it will be live on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. At 10 o'clock, we'll be broadcasting live when we have the, all the speakers coming up at the time Mr. Nelson just said. But I will begin the broadcast at 10 o'clock. When they have the music going on, I have to cut because I don't want copyright strike on my channel from YouTube. So just that you all know,
surely you're gonna show the CG dancing away, right?
Maybe I can. Maybe I don't want YouTube to tell me that they're gonna copy strike me and take me off YouTube, because a lot of people love to see me come off YouTube. But
I hear you.
You can stay there, think again, that will never happen. But just to let everyone know that the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel will be live from New York City on the 10th of May. The 10th of May. And also Jamaican callers, oh my God, Wayne Lonesome and others. They will be live, and I think Wayne Global TV will be live from Lower Manhattan. We'll be coming to you live. Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica, come out and raise your voice in protest against the corrupt government and other institutions in Jamaica. The Jamaican people, home and abroad, the time has come for you all to stand up. And let me make something clear this morning. If and when the People's National Party should gain state power, don't bother think it will be a honeymoon for you all, We'll be standing because for far too long, the Jamaican people have suffered under the hands of corruption. No more. We'll be standing up and speaking out about it. Mr. Nelson, thank you all for coming on. Your final word to your Jamaican people, sir.
Well, we need the people who have integrity, the people who are dedicated in making Jamaica, brand Jamaica, the best brand out there. We talk about Jamaica, we talk about our cultures, we talk about the different events in Jamaica that we support. We objected to a 10th Jamaica diaspora conference that just marketed goods for Grace and other private sector companies. We objected because this is the first event since COVID that we're coming back to collectively. And surely the government could have found something that it could have done for its people. Instead, it is just a marketing venture for the private sector. The government has accountability issues. The government has transparency issues. The government needs to explain to our Northeast diaspora what happened to the $456,000 that our hard-earned money that we sent down to Jamaica. It needs to explain what happened to the 1.3 or 1.7 trillion dollars that the Auditor General says is unaccounted for. It needs to tell us what did they do with monies from the Vice President of the United States as well as the Foreign Secretary of the UK. They need to give us an accounting. They're not. They've been reluctant to do that. And whilst they're doing that, the ratings from Transparency International remains before 50. They're at a 44, and they've been
Yes.
there forever. So we need accountability and we need transparency. And the prime minister can come up, which I understand he is, and he can go on TV wherever he wants to go, give interviews, and put his best spin on this. But above all, he needs to tell us why in the hell the Integrity Commission has not cleared him for over 3 years, and what did he file this year to clear up the mess that he created the past 2 years, 21 and 22.
Yes.
So he has a job to do. The rest of us are filing our taxes, paying our property tax, doing whatever we're supposed to do, and supporting Brand Jamaica. We're not the ones that have created disenchantment with Brand Jamaica. The
Yes.
government is doing a bang-up job of that themselves, with all these missing funds and lack of transparency and lack of accountability.
Yes.
So that's the clear understanding that every Jamaican citizen should have. Ask the tough questions. Don't listen to any propaganda. Ask the questions. Read. And somebody used to say in the past, if you want to hide stuff from black people, put it in a book because black people don't read. Well, I took exception to that because we read, we're looking at the budget, we're looking at all these claims that the exports is exceeding imports, and that they have $4.5 billion in reserves, but the IMF has prevented them from spending it. Spending it to fix your roads, spending it to fix bridges, spending it on poverty, spending it on broken down schools where people are being raped, like down there in St. Catherine, Tatius Golden High School,
Yes.
where there's an outbreak of rapes, not of just students, but between students and teachers, counselors, coaches. We are not,
Mr. Nelson, hold it out there for me. Hold it out there for me, Mr. Nelson. I have
okay.
to say thanks to Roots 96.1 FM for bringing this broadcast. Of course, Roots FM is the mother of the inner city, the father of the inner city, and the radio station for the voiceless Jamaicans. I want to say thanks to Roots 96.1 FM for bringing the Make We Talk program live. I'm Jeffrey Tavares, returning to the studios of Roots 96.1 FM. Mr. Nelson, continue.
Yeah. When we can clear up all this mess with the murders, Patrick Bailey, the Prime Minister's lawyer, with a dead man in his house at 4 o'clock in the morning, when we can clear up all these rapes down in St. Mary with popular politicians who take advantage of young women, when we can clear all of that, Mr. Prime Minister, then we can start to listen to you one more time talk about within 100 days what you're going to do, because you have not done a damn. This is me, Jeff, and I'm speaking for a lot of people here in the diaspora, that we're tired of the lies and the foolishness, and they need to get their act together. Period.
Yes. I want to say thank you to Herb Nelson Jr., but I want to play something before you go, and I want your comment on it because it's something to do with Dr. Rupert Francis and our good friend Wilfred Radigan, the man of the soil, the man who came from Waterhouse. Wilfred Radigan is a retired FBI agent. He has served the FBI well. He has served the people of Waterhouse and continue to do so. And he has decided to dedicate his life in retirement to the people of Jamaica. And I will say this publicly, and I'm pretty much sure Herb Nelson can say yes, it's true. Wilfred S. Rattigan do not want any seat in Parliament, either from the People's National Party or the Jamaica Labour Party or the UIC or the DDC or the JBC or NSC. He has dedicated himself to serve the people of Jamaica. And for someone to put out a video like this, be man enough or woman enough to put your voice on it. Don't put your AI voice on this. Listen to this, Herb Nelson.
Hello, Jamaican family and friends. There is a move being pursued by a group of people which could embarrass Jamaica in front of the world, under the guise of righteous protest. The initiative is being spearheaded by two men. One had applied to be Commissioner of Police in Jamaica and was not successful, while the other one wanted to be a paid consultant to the government of Jamaica, but his request was not accepted. Both have launched a sustained campaign where a raft of misleading and inaccurate information about Jamaica is being promoted. The men have organized protests overseas, including in New York and Miami. As they seek to promote the protest, a host of negative, misleading and inaccurate allegations are being circulated about Jamaica. Let us stand up as patriots for our beloved island and reject any initiative which is misleading and could hurt brand Jamaica.
I would very much like to know, in what way are we bringing down brand Jamaica? Mr. Nelson, your comment on what this video had just said, sir.
Well, it sounds to me that they have a commercial spokesperson. Accent is clearly not Jamaican, not from Jamaica.
It's
that
an AI
person,
generated thing. It's
say
an
again?
AI generated voice. It's an AI generated
AI
voice.
generated, yes. And the fact that they have to go to cyber tricks to use an AI generation to accomplish this tells me that they're desperate. You're dealing with desperate people doing desperate things to try and save themselves from the next vote. The vote for the local elections was not to their liking. And I suspect the vote for the national elections will be worse because they don't have the ability to see trouble and to make the right changes. That's why they come out and they're still on this money-hungry hunt with the Global Jamaica conference. So the bottom line here is they are trying to malign two of our citizens, leading citizens here in the U.S. Former Special Agent Rattigan, who distinguished himself as an FBI agent, and Captain Rupert Francis, who also distinguished himself at the JDF, and achieved his doctorate.
Who has served the Jamaica Defense Force well.
Yes. And so if they're looking to hide and obfuscate what's going on, you need to come with a better recording than that. Matter of fact, the best recording you folks can come with is a confession about where did the money get misplaced, or where did you misappropriate monies to? Confess. It's good for the soul. Bring your pastor with you. Put your hand on the Bible and tell the people what the hell happened to their money. We don't want to hear no more of this nonsense. That's what they do, Jeffrey.
Yes.
They've tried to obfuscate. They tried to turn us against each other, and it's not working. It has not worked, never worked. And maybe the Prime Minister will get a clear message when he comes up and he hears for himself. What he should do is come out, address the crowd, and tell the crowd what major changes he can make to change Jamaica's image and to improve transparency and accountability. That's all we want to hear from him. Otherwise, he should show up and shut himself into the consulate until we're gone. That's it.
I heard that. I heard it's either him and his wife coming up. That's what I'm hearing. Is that true?
Well, it's a pity we can't get some kind of warrant out on the Magnitsky for all the crap that's going on. Then we could do Jamaica a favor and put them to rest. Get them away from temptation, because that's what needs to happen.
Oh my God. Mr. Herb Nelson, a son of the soil in Jamaica, who is a person who don't mince word. I want to say thank you very much.
We can't afford to, Jeffrey. There's too much at stake. Too many of our people are suffering, and they want to play games. I am not in the game playing business. So we need to take care of business. And that's my message to them. Take care of business, shut your mouth, and do the right things. The only time you open your mouth is a confession. That's it.
I want to say thank you, Herb Nelson Jr., for coming on. And can you just recap what is going to happen on Friday? Tell us the time, date, and where.
Yes. We want you to show up before 9. Once you show up before 9, we get started at 9. We're going to have the demonstration going. We're going to have a few speeches. Then we'll have music. We can make noise between 10 and 12 with our music. And then from 12 to 1, we'll have more speeches and a winding down of the protests. We are there to protest, nothing else. It's a peaceful protest, Jeffrey. If people are hearing something else, that's not us. Our protests, like Miami, will be quiet and peaceful. And that's all we want to do.
Yes. Mr. Herb Nelson Jr.
I forgot to tell them, we have T-shirts, different colors, different messages. Those T-shirts will be on sale. We'll also have patties and drinks for the hungry, for the thirsty. So we are leaving you with something to commemorate the occasion. So you won't go away hungry, and you won't go away disappointed. And I may have to buy a couple of people who do outstanding job on the protest some T-shirts myself.
Yes.
So
and just I was searching for the T-shirt. I don't know what's going on with my system here. Oh,
yeah,
hold on. I think I know what it is. I think my producer to switch up this thing here again. Here it is. This is the poster for the protest. There it is. Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica, let's raise our voice in protest against a corrupt, unkind, unsensitive government. You can get your T-shirt to buy when you come out. There you go. And the front of the T-shirt says, "Call to action against the corrupt Jamaican government, the government of Jamaica." And of course, you know, corruption against healthcare, education, lack of water, crime, and so forth and so on. So come on out. Come on out. It's not a demonstration to embarrass anybody. This is already in the news. Is that a demonstration to bring down brand Jamaica or to tarnish brand Jamaica? This is in the news in Jamaica. And that's where we get it from. 1.7 trillion Jamaican dollars is unaccountable for under this administration, and you hear nothing from them. People can come into the country and charter a flight, and you hear nothing from them. They can go overseas and sign deals, and you hear nothing from them. Are they selling the Jamaican people one by one, bit by bit, callous hand by callous hand, brick by brick, steel by steel? It was brought to my attention, and I have to do a program on it. A well-known company in a well-known country is buying water from the government of Jamaica. A well-known country again is getting water from Jamaica, while the Jamaican people has no water. And when you speak about it, the people of the Boomvavon, the Boomvavi in the parliament calling radio stations to get that person fired. There's no freedom of speech in our country anymore. Is this the country we want to talk about for 2030 vision to live, work, and raise family? What is this? The time has come, my fellow Jamaicans, to put away party and speak up for the piece of rock that we call home. Mr. Nelson, thank you very much for coming on, sir.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks to your listeners for giving us their time, their valuable time. And again, keep the faith, keep on protesting until this vicious and uncaring government leaves office or changes their evil ways.
Thank you very much.
They have a choice. Thanks.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Herb Nelson Jr., a son of the soil of Jamaica, one of the Jamaicans who will stand up for his Jamaican people. I want to say thank you so much for coming on, sir. And remember to join us on Friday as we come to you live from New York City, right here in the Make Talk program. I'm going to go a little further because I know people want to call in and talk to us. I'm going to go a little further with this. So, do you have the numbers? The numbers are 954-529-8030. Hold on for me. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. 954-529-8030. That's the numbers to call into the program. Call us and tell us what you have planned. Call us and tell us that you're going to donate to the One Legal Defense Foundation. Call and tell us what you're going to do. Call us and tell us you're going to buy some T-shirts and donate it to somebody. Come on, call us now. Mr. Nelson, you want to give out the donation website?
Okay, yeah, that's right, Jeffrey. Well, of course, folks, all of this is coming at a cost to the foundation, the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation. Same one that is taking government ministers and others to court to get them to finally come clean as to what happened to certain funds that was given to them and misappropriated or otherwise utilized.
Mm-hmm.
And that's ojldf.org. ojldf.org. And for those people where there should be a image for you to scan on your cell phone, and that image will then take you to PayPal and to the other Zelle areas that you can make contributions to. And the Zelle address is an email that you can Zelle monies to. And that's One Jam Leg Def, ONEJAMLEGDEF at proton, PROTON.me, ME. So you can make your donations to that location. So pretty much that going to the website will demonstrate all these items that you can log into and make a donation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Nelson. I want to say thanks to one of my audience listeners, and I called her my producer. She always send me stuff and say, okay, Jeffrey, this is what is going to go on, this is what is going on, and this is what you must do, we mustn't do it. And I want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much. You have so many people, so many Jamaicans who Mr. Nelson, they appreciate what we're doing. And,
Yep.
and you know, they're not a part of any political party. They are Jamaicans. They don't bleed green, they don't bleed orange. They are Jamaicans. And for all of us, I was listening to a program a couple of days ago where they were tarnishing me left, right, and center, and I started laughing. And a lady called in, and the lady said, why do you all have to belittle your own Jamaican all in the name of politics? Huh? They don't realize that the same person they're belittling and the politicians and their friends in the parliament, the two politicians are good friends. There's a politician right now on the PNP side who is a godfather for a well-known politician kids on the JLP side. They're friends, but we in Jamaica, we in the wider society, we belittle each other all in the name of PNP and JLP. And at the end of the day,
Jeffrey, they like to conjure up these ideas that we should hate each other. Because while we're busy hating each other, we're not checking the balance sheets. We're not listening to what Dr. Clark promised us in the budget.
Yes.
And what he failed to deliver on.
Sorry, I have a call coming in, Mr. Nelson. Hold on for me, please. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'll contact you. Yeah, so
please.
I am at the High Commissioner. I am at the High Commissioner office here in Trinidad and Tobago here.
Yes.
Jamaica High Commissioner.
Yes.
All right. Up until now, they can't tell me that they have any response back on my Jamaican passport to return it back to the Jamaican High Commissioner. They told him the guy who work here that I have to go back through their prison system all over again before they can talk back to me.
Yeah,
so what they want to do is
hold on for me, sir. You're live on air. You're saying to me,
I know I'm live.
Okay, hold on for me. You're saying to me that you gave your Jamaican passport to the Jamaican High Commissioner in Trinidad and Tobago, and what happened?
I went into the Trinidad High Commissioner embassy passport office over here to renew my daughter and my son's passport. They took away my children's passport. One is just a renewal, and one is to get a new passport for the baby. They took my passport and refused to hand it back to me.
Okay, hold on, sir. Who took your passport from you?
The Trinidad immigration officer at the passport office.
Why would they take your passport from you?
They have no full reason to give me the reason for the passport because I have a letter from them. I could send a letter to you off, and I could send your own letter. I write to them. Yeah. I write to them. I explain my situation to them that I'm in the country and my time expire, and they told me that they can't see me at the moment because of the pandemic and they're filled up with the amount of refugees coming from Venezuela. So I have to give them some time to process my documents. I said, ma'am, how long am I have to wait? She said, we will contact you and write you through an email and tell you when to come in to update your travel documents. So I decided to wait, and I write back again and asking for a response and follow up. They told me that I still have to wait. I have to go to Port of Spain to get my copy of my file. I went to Port of Spain, they sent me to San Fernando. When I went to San Fernando, told me that the file is back into Port of Spain. So I went back to them. The lady told me not to come back in the compound until they write me and tell me when to come into them. So I decided, all right, if the year pass now, let me go and take out my children's passport now so we can all live together. When I went in there to take out my children's passport, they hold on to my passport, hold on to my son's passport and my daughter's passport, and told me that I have to go back and start the process over, get arrested again by them, go through the process by getting arrested, and then go through a special inquiry again if I'm qualified, even though I'm paying tax on my BR number, my tax number.
Hold on for me, sir. Are you a Jamaican citizen?
I'm a Jamaican citizen paying tax here, paying NIS here, everything I'm paying here.
Sir, hold on for me.
Yeah.
Let me try to get something from you. You're a Jamaican citizen in Trinidad.
In Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. Okay. Have you been to the Jamaican High Commissioner over there to ask for them to investigate Why did the Trinidad and Tobago authorities hold on your passport?
Well, I am at the office right now, they're listening to you. And no matter how I ask them to do an investigation, they keep telling me they call them and they respond. They say they will contact them back. And it's going on for 2 years now. 2 years now.
Let me make something clear to you.
I write to the Australian government to get a visa to go to Australia to work, to promote the country.
Sir,
and no, I get a response when I have no passport to leave the country here.
Sir, allow me to speak to you. Hold on a minute for me.
Yes, sir.
Let me make something clear to you. The Jamaican embassy or the Jamaican consulate is a guest of the Trinidadian government. If they go ahead and ask questions and they told them that they have to wait, they'll answer them back and whatever. That's the only thing the Jamaican consulate can do. They cannot do anything else. Am I right, Mr. Nelson?
You're correct. And I'm curious as to what was the expiration date on his and his son's passport.
What was the expiration date, sir?
The expiration date on my son's passport was last month. So I sent it in last month to get a renewal on the passport, and they told me that I'm not getting back my son's passport neither.
Okay, we know that. What was the expiration date on your passport?
Well, my passport is not going to expire to the next 4 years.
Okay. So on what grounds can they tell you, can the immigration personnel in Trinidad and Tobago tell the Jamaican Consul General in Trinidad on what grounds are they holding on your passport?
The only grounds they have that when you didn't get the extension in time,
yes,
you have to go through a prison system. You have to go back to the prison system where they arrest you, take you in front of the court, lock you up for 21 days, and then start the process all over again, and then take you back in front of a judge to see if you are fit or if you can afford a lawyer to plead your case, if you are fit to live in their country and to live with your kids that born here.
Yes, sir. I know all of that. So hold on there. Did you overstay in Trinidad, sir?
No, I went through all of that. I'm a married man with my business, with my wife and 2 kids.
So what is going on between you and the Trinidadian authorities then? Because there has to be something why they're holding on your passport.
I don't know. I never to me to be on the radio program, my own team, my own show. But that's what upset them. Because I just look out on foolishness when I say foolishness, because I never see Jamaican have to leave them children behind here.
Hold on for me.
Listen, Mr. Whittaker, 1 minute. I can give you several Jamaican who in America right now with their kids leave behind here, suffering right now. And those kids, parents are Jamaican and the children born here. Right. They have to run away, let them children here, because to get the documents in Jamaica, you have to wait for 24 years to 30 years.
Hold on there for me now.
So what they want to do is to take a flight every 6 months out of the country.
Hold on there for me now, sir. Hold on there for me now. You have a talk show in Trinidad talking about the Trinidadian government?
I used to, but I close it off now.
Okay. So let me ask you a question now. You are a guest in their country, not because you're married to a Trinidadian citizen. You're a guest in their country, sir. And there's an old Jamaican saying, when you're handing a lion mouth to take it and take out, you know, sir?
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. I'm coming up with the lion mouth. As I told you, I win. I told you already. I win my matter. I win my matter with him. Yeah.
Sir, what I'm trying to say to you, sir.
Yeah.
When you go overseas to any country at all, you do not go over there and start belittling their government, sir. They will come at you. You are a guest in their country, sir. You are not in Jamaica. You're a citizen of Jamaica. You have a right to speak out about Jamaica, in Jamaica and outside of Jamaica. But if you go to
so what you're telling me, Mr. Mark, right? I must sit down right here and to them abuse Jamaica and give them case after case and don't lick out on it. Just tell them to go in and kill them. All right, I could tell about 9 Jamaicans will get murdered between the past 3 years. Have anybody get arrested? And I can tell about 2 Jamaicans died in, 2 Chileans died in Jamaica. Both killers were found and sent to prison. You want me to name about the two people in Jamaica?
No, not on this program, sir. Please don't.
Right.
Nobody not sue me. Me not have no money.
Right? I have nine Jamaican murder in the past 3 years over here. And nobody ever went to jail.
Sir, listen to me. And listen to me good. What you're saying to me, I have no proof of it. So you have a big
well, you can go to the, you can write the High Commissioner, you find over Jamaican murder for the past few years, and you can go to the Trinidad Guardian, and you will see when they publish it already here, and you can go to the High Commissioner again, and you find out who is the minister that lost their child in Jamaica, and who is the businessman that lost their child in Jamaica again, and the killer was found in Jamaica and sent to jail. Right? One in Montreal and one in Kingston, right?
Hello?
Yeah.
It takes two people to speak, and we're a reason. So allow me to speak, please. I am begging. Allow me to speak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you about your passport. I don't want to hear who this and who that. What I'm saying to you, sir, is this. There is a Jamaican consulate in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay?
I am at the consulate right now.
Can you allow me to
and they have no power.
Lord have mercy, dear God. What kind of power you want him to have?
You mean to tell me that the consulate here that using taxpayer money to drive Porsche and Benz here can't write the Minister of Foreign Affairs to ask for investigation? What is going on with this Jamaican citizen? Why are you targeting so much? Mr. Whittaker, I have to close down a business with value of $40-something million right now. Lock me down. I have all the equipment in there deteriorate. Close down a factory. Close down a bakery. Because guess what? I couldn't come here and open so much of business. Lock down a rent-a-car business. Because guess what? I become a target. It's just this morning. I've explained the same story to a police officer. A police officer go on me this morning because I meet him.
Sir, hold on. Please, hold on. I'm trying to assist you, but you just keep on talking. What
Jeffrey.
Understand? Go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, what I was going to say to him is this. Technically, he's a Commonwealth citizen.
Yes.
He's a citizen of CARICOM, right? And as a CARICOM member, he has certain rights. Now, CARICOM Impacts is the name of the police agency, law enforcement that works with Interpol. And if he has something of a criminal nature that he wants to report, he can speak to CARICOM Impacts and ask them to table it with Interpol and see if he can get it resolved. Right? Now, as far as any political action in Trinidad, he would have to use the political system, which should be his chain of support should be the Jamaican Consul General there or Jamaican High Commissioner there, by writing to that High Commissioner, stating his case, and furnishing whatever investigative agencies that Trinidad has with copies of that. It's best to write, because when you write, it means there's a recording somewhere. They have to file it somewhere, right? But there are certain rights that all CARICOM citizens have. And he should be able to speak to somebody there about this. There's an attorney that we work with at the Institute of Caribbean Studies who is resident in Trinidad, named Jonathan Bagham, Bagham. And Jonathan Bagham is responsible for fighting human smuggling and trafficking. Now, Jonathan is an accomplished attorney, and I'm sure he knows the political side of things, and he probably could help him in that respect. Otherwise, with the Jamaican situation, there was no reason to have taken his passport, because that passport is your identification that you have in any foreign country, right? So he has to maintain the passport as his ID, unless Trinidad gives him another piece of ID, if they have NIDS or something like that.
Hello, caller?
Yes, Mr. Whittaker.
Jeffrey man, I'm in the name Whittaker.
And on that CARICOM, I think, on that CARICOM, Mr. Whittaker, I think you can look it up. On that CARICOM last year, CARICOM passed a new resolution for people like we who have business in CARICOM here. In Trinidad and Tobago, they open up 21 new laws to protect people like me. And the High Commissioner here, they know about it, but they don't use it up. The former president who retired,
did you listen?
put in the act 21 new law to protect people like me.
Did you listen to what Mr. Nelson said to you a while ago?
Yes, I listen carefully. So I want you to get the information for the lawyer for me, so I can look it up in Trinidad and Tobago here and see if I find him.
Okay. Because what you need to do, sir, is to see if that lawyer can assist you. Yes, Mr. Nelson, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he should be listed. Jonathan Bagham, Bagham, Jonathan Jonathan Bagham. He should be listed in the matter of fact, just whatever Google you have for Trinidad, just Google it on your cell phone, and you should get a number for him. And you can even tell him Herb Nelson referred you to him.
Okay, caller?
Yes, Mr. Whittaker.
But what you need to do, though, I want you to promise me something, because I've spoken to you. Hold on for me. I've spoken to you before. I think McKenna has spoken to you before.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So what I want you to do for me, sir, what I want you to do for me is this. All right?
Yeah.
You need to listen more often and speak less. Okay? And what you need to understand also, the Jamaican consulate in Trinidad do not have any power. They are a guest of the Trinidadian government. So whatever the Trinidadian government says, if it's something to jeopardize your fundamental human rights, then maybe more can be done. But what I'm saying is this: if they said that they have written to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Trinidad about this, or the immigration person about this, and they are waiting their response, then they're waiting their response. There's nothing more they can do.
They get back the response, and the response that they get back is to put me back to the prison system, to arrest me. They arrest me and have me for 6 years, 6 long years in the prison system for no reason. I'll put them to court, I win the matter, I win the judgment, and I win the payment. And because they know when I leave the country, going to be a problem, because remember, they had break my spine, 4 places, internal bleeding in my stomach. They reject me from going to the hospital. Under the law, prove to them that in the immigration act in the court was that they were supposed to seek medical attention for me. And they did, and the judge called out a judgment on them and me. What they did, the government is trying to destroy all the medical files from the hospital. You understand, Mr. Whittaker?
I heard that before, sir, but what I'm trying to say to you, sir.
Right. If you're right in the hospital here, you will find that there was no file of me ever exist in the hospital. There was no file of me exist in the prison system, and they have something to hide. So like we're not supposed to leave the country.
But what I want to find out from you, though, have you ever been arrested in Trinidad before for any crime?
No crime at all. What they give to me. What they give to me.
You was never arrested in Trinidad at all for nothing?
They arrest me for receiving stolen items that I bought from the bank. A card I bought from the bank. And when they come to court, they realize I bought it from a bank because they had the wrong information. They took down the wrong number plate. So if you took down the wrong number plate, you get the wrong information. And that's what lit them up in the court. But it has been too late. They already damaged me, and I was in the hospital intensive care, bleeding internally.
So what you want now is for the
All I want,
hold on, let me
I
answer
want
sir,
my passport.
Lord
To
Jesus.
get out of here.
Sir, what I'm asking you, what you want now is for the Jamaican council. Who is the Jamaican council general in Trinidad? What's the person's name?
I've never met the person yet. Never. I don't even know what's your name because I never see her when you come here.
So who are you speaking to there? The secretary?
Just secretary here, that gentleman just be here sometimes.
And what have the secretary told you when you go there?
That they want me to go back through their prison system over here, go back to them, turn in myself, they arrest me again, put me through the process again by going to the prison. Your family can fight for you.
Hold on. This is a very confusing situation. I am trying to find out.
Right.
Lock you up for what?
That's the reason they can't give me the reason why you lock me up for. Why you lock me up? They can't give them a reason what you're locking me up for.
Hold on here now. Because they want to lock you up. They hang on your Jamaican passport.
Yeah.
Herb Nelson, what you can say about this? Mr. Nelson? Look like Herb is frozen. Sir, all I can say to you is this, you know. You need to call the lawyer. The same lawyer Mr. Nelson is to call.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the information from the prison and I will contact you a little later on and you will send it on my phone.
Hold on for me, sir. I thought you were after you listened to what Mr. Nelson was saying to you, writing it down.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing it clearly. That's why I said you can get it from me and I will get it from you.
All right, I'll ask him for it. But I'm going to say this to you again as what Mr. Buchanan, Isaac Buchanan said to you on one of this program before. You need to speak less. You are a guest of the people, of the government and people of Trinidad. You're a guest there.
Since I spoke to you, I haven't been back on the radio here. Since I spoke to you, I've closed up business. I'm trying to liquidate them after them right now to send out my money out the country. That's what I'm doing right now.
All right, hold on.
Right now, the other day is police calling me, trying to buy some of my equipment, and then when I told them just had to give me some time.
All right, sir. Hold on for me now. Mr. Nelson, you have a pen on you?
Yeah.
Caller, you have a pen on you?
And I can get one here. Can you write the information from please?
Mr. Nelson, what is the name of the lawyer again, please, sir?
Jonathan. Jonathan.
Mr. Jonathan?
Yes.
Mr. Jonathan?
Bagham.
A-A-A-A-G?
No. B as in boy, A as in alpha, G as in golf, H as in hotel, A as in alpha, M as in Mike.
So the last name is Baghan.
Yeah. And like I would look him up. Google him on your phone in Trinidad. All right. You have his first name, right? Jonathan. Jon.
Jonathan.
Okay. And go ahead and look him up in Trinidad online. You'll get a number for him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, but I will take it. So I'll talk to you later.
And what I want you to do for me, see? Get this out of your head. Please. The Jamaican consulate do not have any power. They are a guest of the Trinidadian government.
I realize.
All right? And when you go to the office, sir, you need to allow the secretary to speak, then you speak after the secretary. All right?
Yes, sir.
Please. You need to allow them to. You need them You need to allow them to tell you what is going on. They said they have written to the Trinidadian immigration personnel, and they are waiting an answer.
Yeah, but they got the answer already. But the only answer they keep getting back is for me to turn in myself as a prisoner. And then they take me to the immigration detention center, lock me up again without feeding my family and the breadwinner of my family. And the court told me the last time, if they have nothing against me to release me immediately, I told the court have them release me now. Every time they lock me up, they just lock me up for no reason.
The reason he has to go see a lawyer, a competent lawyer, right? Matter of fact, the lawyer who represent you before and got you off usually is the one you should be seeing. But if not, then talk to Jonathan because he's very competent. There should.
Hold on for me, caller. What you need to do now? Yeah. The lawyer, Mr. Nurse, go and see that lawyer for me, all right?
All right, yeah, I'm not going to see what you said.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, I'm talking back to you, yeah.
Yeah, man, thanks, man. Wow.
The problem, Jeff, I don't know of any system that you need to turn yourself in unless you committed a crime. And go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Make Talk program.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Oh, could I get a t-shirt?
Where are you?
I am in Alabama.
Where?
Alabama.
You're in Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, we have people who pay the $25 by going online to the One Jamaica Legal Defense Fund. Legal Defense Foundation website. Pay the $25. Send us, your name and address.
And we'll mail it out to you.
And then we'll mail it out to you.
What you can do, you can go to the website, put the $25 in and donate something else too, and then take a picture of the $25 that you have given, that you have donated, and then send me to my WhatsApp because you have my phone number. And what I will do, I will forward it off to Mr. Nelson or Mr. Rattigan, and then they will mail you the t-shirt.
Yeah, if everything is done, if everything is done before Friday, then we should be able to put it in the mail for you on Friday afternoon.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right then.
All
right.
What's the name of the phone?
Is what? Oh, go again. I'm from here. Oh, what again?
OJLDF.org. OJLDF.org.
LOF.
All right. What I'm going to do for you, see? When the program come off air, you call me back and I'll give it to you.
All right.
Thanks okay.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make Talk program.
Hi, Mr. Jesse.
Pardon me?
How are you?
I am here looking and living.
Yeah, Sir Herb, how you doing? Boy, you look young every day. No, sir.
Man, I tell you, I'm feeling young. You guys are keep me going.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
That gentleman not too long ago. I always hear my mother say, you can't turn from four back and forth. Right? And as far as I understand, as far as I'm picking up, I may be wrong, something is not adding up with that young man from Trinidad.
What I know so far is that he used to have a radio program in Trinidad. And he used to pay for the radio program. And what he does, if any Jamaican having a problem over there, he hit out against the Trinidadian government. And he ended up calling me one day, and I told him point blank, I said, you need to stop it. You cannot go on radio and be hitting out against the Minister of National Security, the Prime Minister, and whatever's going on in Trinidad. You are a guest of Trinidad. What I think that they're doing to him now is because he used to hit out against them. I think they're penalizing him now.
Right.
You know?
And if he's not listening, he needs to chat less and listen more, sir. You're not the people them country. Stop the chatting and listen more. That's what you need to do. And when you don't understand, you ask. But you just say, yap. You're not in Jamaica, you're a Jamaican in other people's country. Them entitled to do any damn thing. It's not a right, it's a privilege. You don't have a right in Trinidad, you got privilege.
And I like I touch the privilege part. A lot of Jamaicans believe that when you pay for your visa fee in Jamaica, they have a right to give you the visa. They don't have a right to give you the visa. I want to give you the visa. It is a privilege. Why they give you the visa? They can take it away from you. Just like
exactly.
Hold on there. Just like the Jamaican passport. The Jamaican government can take away passport at any time they see fit.
Exactly. And you're a Jamaican.
Read the back of your passport. Read the back of your Jamaican passport.
You cannot do that with anywhere you go in the world. And a Jamaica, you're there. And it reaches the stage now where you can't even talk too much about the Prime Minister or anybody in Jamaica. You need to stop. Just listen. The people them say them have investigate and whatever. Just calm yourself and listen. But you just yam up yourself like you're not innocent. Don't do that. You're in the people them country stand and cut straight.
And for some people believe the Jamaican embassy or the Jamaican consulate in countries around the globe, they have power. They don't have any power.
If you don't have it in Jamaica, you have it in another country. If you don't have it in your own country, born and bred, don't you have it in another country. Sir, you need to listen, sir. Listen. Do less talking and stop. Get ignorant, and you sound like you make it sound like you're ignorant more than anybody else. Sir, please calm down. Listen. Take it step by step and do what you have to do. And if anything, you get out of there. Because you're, as far as I understand, you're going to penalize to the last years of your day.
And I believe that he goes to the Jamaican consulate and he's acting arrogant there, and I think they get fed up of him. That's my belief.
Just listen. You need to listen. Just calm yourself down and just listen. It's not by the snap of your finger anything is going to happen. Nothing in life. No, go by the only thing in life go by the snap of your finger is death. But you can hear this minute and the next minute you're gone. But otherwise from that, sir, I beg you, calm down, listen, do less talking and listen. More observation and listen. But you just a yap to know, you just a yap. You chat too much. Jeffrey, bye.
Hold on before you go. Where's her looking what, Rosie?
Of course. That's what I say.
Am I rosy and blue or am I green?
And no, orange.
Orange. All right. I like that. People see what they want to see. I can't help it.
I know that you're smiling even more. You have on a green shirt.
No, you see, I'm using reverse psychology today. I want all members of the Labour Party to feel positive. So, they say we don't like them, but I'm proving my point. We do like you. We love you.
So lovely. Jeffrey.
Yeah. All right, bro. You have trouble, you know. You have trouble. What you say? Yes, Sir Herb looking more handsome and handsome every day.
Me, I tell you, those look at him, Lord. Put up the camera and say again, there, Sir Herb. Wow.
Listen to me.
All right.
Later. All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. How can I help you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lockup, Florida.
Oh, I think I know this voice. Go ahead. So how are you doing? What is going
Okay.
on?
I have a question for you. Earlier in the program, Herb Nelson, you guys were discussing. Are you hearing me better?
Are you on speaker or something?
No, I'm not.
You're using an earpiece?
Well, I appear here.
No, because it's having a feedback here. If you're using an earpiece, having a feedback. I don't know what you're doing.
No, I'm on a headpiece. That's a earpiece.
Well, a headpiece, the headpiece, that's why it's having a feedback. I can hardly hear you.
No, I don't. No, why?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
How about now? It's better?
Much better. The whole of the Labour Party and PNP can hear you now. Go ahead.
Good. So earlier, you guys were discussing this plane of Indians that came into Jamaica on Thursday and should have been departed yesterday. I don't know if they've been departed.
No, departing today, I was told.
Departing today. Let me ask a question. I don't know if I heard properly. Did I heard Mr. Nelson say that it was involved in smuggling?
I didn't hear. What's the question? You're going in and out. What's the question?
Did I heard Mr. Nelson said that this plane was involved in human smuggling?
No, he did not say that. He said there's other plane that's involved in human smuggling, and the Jamaican government must investigate if this plane is involved in it.
Oh, so if this is involved in it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, listen. If let me just add to that and clarify it. A similar Airbus A340 was involved in human smuggling going into France with their cargo of Indians intended for Nicaragua. Right? They said that flight team were pilots from Romania. Now, this flight team is supposed to be from Germany. And we don't know where the flight plan was actually filed for, whether they would have ended up in Nicaragua or where in Latin America or the Caribbean were they destined for. So part of that investigation should be about that. And you heard the PNP spokeswoman come out and say pretty much the same thing. They need all the facts. But
but what I'm saying,
go ahead.
The question is that Mr. Nelson is that yesterday I heard the chairman of the Civil Aviation Department and speak, and again, I don't know if he's speaking on facts or not, but I would trust that since he heads the aviation department in Jamaica, I would want to believe that he's updating the country with accurate information. And what I am hearing from you of what you have said, like for example, you have said before, and I know people going to say me a JLP member, no, you said the prime minister commented on it, and I don't know if I have heard anything from the Prime Minister's mouth about this. What I've heard from is the government, right? So the point that I'm making is that sometimes we probably shouldn't try to jump ahead of the story. Let the story play out so we can bring more fact to the discussion. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Well, I don't think you heard me say that the Prime Minister commented on it.
But that is why I said to you, go back.
But listen a second. Who's the head of government in Jamaica?
No. I'm saying go back and listen to the first 5 minutes of your conversation with Jeffrey when you first started?
I did not say the Prime Minister made any comments.
No, that's what I'm saying to you, Mr. Nelson. Go back and listen to the first 5 minutes of the conversation.
I know what I said, my man. Right?
Okay, then. So that's fine.
I know what I say. I could not have said that because I am referring to the ultimate responsibility in the government. Lance, the buck stops at his desk. And the people he hires, I think I mentioned in his office, he hires an information minister.
Go back and listen to the conversation.
Hold on for me. If I'm getting you correctly, caller, you're saying that Mr. Nelson said that the Prime Minister gave a release of what happened on the plane?
Again, go back and listen to the first 5 minutes of the conversation.
I will definitely do that.
Okay, do that and then when you do so, update us and tell us.
Because I don't recall hearing Mr. Nelson say something
again,
I'll do that.
Again, Mr. Jeffrey Tavares, go back and listen to the conversation. And when you do so, please update us. I may be wrong.
And I will do that, Mr. Reed. Thank you for calling.
Okay, you take care.
Anything more, sir? Anything more, sir? Mr. Reed?
No, nothing. No, nothing more.
Okay, thank you for calling.
The point in case here is that we sometimes it's better we be a bystander to wait on the bus, and when the bus come, we jump on.
So what you're saying to us, that we must wait on the bus. In other words, a situation is playing out in Jamaica, a plane full of man, not one single woman, a plane full of pay bull. Went to Jamaica, and you hear nothing from the Vumbo and the Vumbo V mouth. We will just wait until they come out and speak then.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh. So what I'm saying is this. Let me try again. Is that let us try to bring the facts to the forefront.
You sound like somebody who I know so that we have no facts over here.
No. I never tell you never have no facts, boss. I am just telling you that based on what I heard from the chairman of the Civil Aviation Department in Jamaica, since they are the persons who are responsible for the civil aviation, that's what I can go by.
All right.
Okay,
so thanks for calling in. Good. Thank you very much. Boy, Mr. Nelson, we're having a good day today.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I know I might have talked about the Prime Minister's, the information minister exists in the Prime Minister's office, and that he has to be the one to put out the correct information. I recall me saying that in the opening. But I didn't say the Prime Minister was responsible for the information. I talked about the police commissioner. All right.
Good afternoon, caller. Welcome to the Mekotalk program. Where are you calling from?
Yes, sir. I'm calling from Canada.
Oh, Ontario, Canada. How are you doing? I'm Winnipeg, Manitoba. Which one?
Well, Ontario, Canada.
Okay. Welcome to the Mekotalk program, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. I'm just trying to find out when will we be having some kind of a maybe planned demonstration or something like that for the Canadian chapter?
Mr. Nelson?
Yeah, the Canadian chapter was being scheduled at the end of June. Washington, D.C. will be on the 15th of June in front of the Jamaican embassy in Washington. So the Canadian one was being tentatively scheduled for the end of June, possibly the middle of July. And Wayne Lonesome is handling that one. And then we will deal with London in July.
Okay, so no date has been set as
yet. No date has been set yet. For I I figure that by the time we get through with Washington, you will have a date for Toronto.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll stay tuned.
Thank you for calling in, sir. And
All
remember to watch us live from New York on Friday, okay?
Will do, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. Wow.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. So Herb, you know, these are the things that we love to do, you know.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, Jeff is after 2 now, and this is my witching hour. I've got to go finish up some other stuff. But listen, this is good. We'll take another call and then I got to go.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Make It Talk program. Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Manchester Bay, but I'm here.
I can hardly hear you, sir. Ma'am.
Yes, I'm calling from Montego Bay.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm listening to your program.
Thank you.
Yes, and I hear that man call. That man have a problem from last night. He calling the station them and person of the people them. Let me tell you, understand that boy. And I got only that me have to say later.
No, hold on. I didn't hear what he said, ma'am. Hold on there. What you said a while ago?
Me said from last night that guy have a problem with the people them calling on the program and talk about Andrew and the plane that come in. He have a problem with it.
Which boy that?
So, the same man we just call. We call they talk. I want to go listen to this of the 5 minutes. Oh. He always have a problem. Last night he called in. And they tell Andrew to send him off for him program. Oh. Listen me, this man of a problem is Andrew. Send out boy. That's why Jamaica stays so and then I'm better. Yes.
All right.
Amen.
Thank you. What a mercy. Mama, mommy.
So what she's saying, he's a disruptor. He calls in and he makes these startling claims, and then you go running around. I know I don't mention that the Prime Minister was directly involved in anything. I talk about the Prime Minister and the things that we're going to deal with at the protests. That's what he's directly involved in. I had said nothing about him with regards to the plane landing. So I don't know. The first 5 minutes we were talking about what, Jeff? We were talking about the protests in New York.
No. The first 5 minutes we were talking about the whole plane business. Then after that we're talking about in protest.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's true. That's true. See.
So you say you have to go now, sir. I want to tell you thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. Until you hear my voice again, well, I don't ready to go out yet. I have to get 2 more calls, then I can go. There was 2 calls that come in. We didn't get them, so you can call back. There are 2 calls or 3 calls that came in that we didn't get them. I'm giving the opportunity to call back. You can call back now. Let us speak to you, and if not, we're gonna go and arrange ourselves for our next program or something of the sort. But I know Mr. Nelson has to go and say thanks to Herb Nelson for coming on. The numbers to call for the program. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Make It Talk program.
Jeff, what's going on?
I am here looking and living, sir. Need a beer.
I have a question to ask you, all right?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Just listening to your program, all right?
Yeah.
So I was hearing somebody speaking along in Jamaica, all right?
Uh-huh.
I'm a Jamaican.
Yes.
But I live in New York, all right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking every day, I look at this crime rate going on down there, all right?
Yeah, man.
You believe if the government make a school, something where people can have jobs, it'll be better?
If people can do what?
If they make a place that can make shoes, furniture, something we can export to the country.
In other words, what you're saying that the Jamaican government must invest in some factories.
Yeah, correct.
Yes,
You don't believe the crime rate will be better off?
I tell you something, sir. I have been saying it for many years on this program here, where since they love to borrow money from the Chinese and get the Chinese in the country.
Yes.
Why don't make the Chinese build some factories in Jamaica?
Correct.
And although they may not pay the people over the minimum wage, but at least they're getting something.
They have a job.
Yes.
Because why not people go out and steal and go out and rob people? Because they don't have something to go to.
True.
If they have something to go to, you don't believe the crime rate is less?
Yes.
It is a more or less.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because if I'm going to wake up in the morning and I don't have a job to do, I see a friend going to do something wrong, I'm going to follow him.
True.
But if I have a job to go to, I'm not going to follow him.
You're correct.
You understand? I'm not a liberator, I'm not a PMP.
You're not a what?
I'm not a liberator, I'm not a PMP.
You're a Jamaican?
I'm a Jamaican.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is, down there, you understand? If them try to import something, make the factory, what you have done there can import. It's a better route.
Mm. I tell you something, sir.
Yeah.
If the Jamaican people don't stand up and demand what they want, sir, they're going to continue for many years. All when Mayor dead and gone, still continue, sir.
But sir, every day they get up and the crime is high. The crime is high, all right? If you want to make something, want to make money, and you catch with a gun, you could sentence me 100 years because you have something that could go out and work.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me, I say?
True.
And everybody in Jamaica can read and write. It's never about everybody go to school. It's not everybody family have the money to help them.
True.
You understand me, I say?
Mm-hmm.
But I believe the rich is living for themselves only.
Mm-hmm.
Why not people get up and rob people? Some of the time, none of them cannot find them dinner. None of them cannot send them kids to school.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me, I say?
Yeah, man, I understand what you're saying.
Trust me, it could be better off.
Well,
lot more better could happen on there.
Let us all see if that's going to happen one of these days. The people going to stand up and speak up for themselves.
But if they're not standing up, all right, you are PMP and your labor right. All right?
Yeah, what?
They are PMP and your labor right.
Uh-huh.
All right? If the people are going to stand up and say, all right, we're not going to vote to no side, you don't believe God better off?
Okay, be better off when they don't have anybody inside the parliament.
Well, they must speak out and then vote.
No, but if you get up one day and they call election and nobody goes and vote, who is going to be in charge of the country?
Nobody.
So can a country run with like there's nobody in charge?
You're right.
It's going to become like Haiti?
You're right. You have a point.
Uh-huh.
But they must do better than it.
Who have to do better?
The both parties have to do better.
No. The people have to do better, sir.
You're
the
right.
Jamaican people need to stand up and speak out for what they want, sir.
You're right.
You listen to me. We have been swapping black dog for monkey in this country for far too long, you know.
Yeah.
But I make an apology. We have been swapping black dog for monkey in this country.
Yeah.
The two political parties has failed the Jamaican people when it comes on to basic needs. A thing as water. We are well known around the world as the land of wood and water, sir.
Yeah.
And in 21st century Jamaica, the people have water in their pipe. The two political parties has failed the people of this country when it comes on to basic things in our country, sir.
You're right, because they're not all about we. They're all about the people who can get money from that. It's Chinese.
And the Jamaican people, sir, if they go to the gentleman who loves to wear his clocks, put on his clocks and call election tomorrow morning. Or when they have no water in the pipe, then jump on political campaign, chill like shower liberal, stand up, comrade, and then no water in the pipe. So
but enough of them are go back. When they go back, we give them family.
Who is to blame? The people of the country.
You have to be people. You're right. Yeah, you have a point. You have to blame the people.
If you are demanding a government of the people, for the people, and by the people, then things will be better off. But no, what we do, we cuss our own Jamaicans because we speak out against the Labour Party. We are dirty comrade. And if the comrades are inside the Jamaica House as government. You cuss me and say, oh, we are dirty labor, right? We're sick in this country, sir.
But if them cussing them, the both time cussing them, that don't make any sense. Why you leave your career to do?
We're sick in this country. What we need to do, if we were demanding a government of the people for the people, if we're demanding a government and say, okay, where there is corruption, we the Jamaican people take to the streets and say enough is enough. Somebody must go prison. But what we do, we cuss over one another on social media. Left me prime minister, left me opposition leader alone. Because me die a comrade or me die a labor right. Come on, we're sick.
But what we achieving out of it? What we achieving out of it?
We're sick as hell in this country. Sick. And until we wake up in Jamaica,
going to take a very long time.
Until we as the people wake up in our country and demand what we want, demand accountability. Then I'm sorry.
You know the funny part of it? Black people don't get together. Black people don't come to work together. Black people see China as a black people and try to fight you down. They want black better try to fight you down. They don't come and say they're going to come together, organize together.
That's true.
If black people unite together, they don't believe that better Jamaica and we have a better black people.
I tell you something, you know, sir. What these young people want nowadays is to chop. They love to chop, you know. All they do is go out, they go up on computer and they chop here and they chop there.
But when you get in on topic, it make any sense? It's a prison time, alright? Alright, make a factory. The government make a factory then, alright? And say, alright, you have to learn a trade, they can go be better off.
Them no want no trade.
So, what them want then?
To go chop.
But chop, so the government make a prison for them then.
You know, what I want, I better not say it because they may come off of me. Let me not say it.
No, if you want to chop, you want free life. They make a prison for them then. You don't want what they like.
Well,
trust me.
I don't know, my friend. We country's in serious crisis.
This could be better off, right? Trust me. That's my part of the city, big man.
All right, my friend.
Nice to talking to you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I think this is we're gonna say so long for today. Let me see something here. Hold on there. I think there is something else coming into the program here. Let me see something here. Hold on. Mama me, mama. Okay, what is this? Okay, okay. I need to send this over to Wilfred right again. Somebody purchasing a T-shirt. You can buy a T-shirt, you know. We can mail it to you. Buy a T-shirt and take a picture of the $25 that you sent to the one defense, the one the donation that you sent. Take a picture of it, and also you can WhatsApp it to my or text it to my phone number with your address and everything, and then we'll send it off to Mr. Rattigan, and we'll put the T-shirts them in place and then mail it to you, okay? So for those who want to buy a T-shirt, if you can't come, well, we have to pay for shipping too. Come to think of it, bang around. OT, you know your brain, good boy. We have to pay for shipping. So if you're gonna the T-shirt is $25. How much for shipping? I don't know. But you have to put something extra for shipping. I just remember about shipping, yes. You put something extra for shipping where we can ship it to you. So for those who can't make it to the protest, you can go and donate your $25 $25 for the t-shirt. Then you take a picture, donate the $25, but also put something extra in there for shipping. Put something extra in there for shipping. OT, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Put something extra in there for shipping. How much for shipping? I don't know. That's another thing I don't know. How much for shipping? I don't know. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. How much for shipping? I don't know. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program.
Good man. We're live.
Yes,
Stay away now.
We're live on air. Hello?
No, we're not going live. We're not going live.
No, but we're live on air now.
Well, Jeffrey, I'm not going live. You know.
Okay, let me talk to you.
Not going live. We're just picking up on the program, man.
Okay. I'll call you when I get off here, okay?
You're live now?
Yes, I'm live.
Okay, all right. You're live. Okay, all right. Yes. You're live.
You have anything to say to me?
Okay. Yeah, man. Big up.
All right, my friend. Thanks much. We'll talk.
All right. Blessings. Cool. Yeah, man. Good.
Yes. For I don't know how much for shipping. I do not know how much for shipping. So maybe what we should do then is that you know something, I invited Mr. Hyman on the program, and at the last minute he canceled the program. He said yes, he'll come on. And the last minute Mr. Hyman canceled the program, so I don't know why. I think maybe, you know, they must hear that, you know, we're part of the Dirty 30. I don't know. Don't know at all. Don't know why he doesn't want to come on, but my program still go on. And the door is still open to Mr. Hyman, a well-known Jamaican. I have the utmost respect for him. I learn a lot from him. And, you know, I still have my door open. Invitation is still stand. I would love to invite him to my program. Love for him to come on. Freedom, what's wrong with the freedom? I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying one single thing. Yes, so join us. Maybe later on this evening I'll come on another program. But join us on Friday. On Friday, I pray to God everything goes well. Join us on Friday as we come to you live from New York City with interviews and speech and so forth. Right here on the Make We Talk program. I pray and hope everything goes well, that you all can get to see it who can't be a part of it. And please give me some subscription. I want to go up to about 13,000 people on my platform who subscribe. Please send out this to everyone that we're on. So come on over, all right? Let us see what we can achieve as people who continue speaking for the rights of the Jamaican people. Thank you all very much for coming on. Join us in New York. Me must say, Anne-Marie, I cannot sing. I cannot sing one bit, so I don't know what to talk about. Save my voice for Saturday. You know what? Me can't sing. I cannot sing one bit. I cannot sing. Okay, on Friday, Janet, I will be going live at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock. As I said before, if the music is playing, we may have to cut the broadcast because I cannot have the music playing in the background. YouTube won't allow that. YouTube won't allow that. There will be no program on Saturday. There will be no Reason with Vatican on Saturday. There will be no Reason with Vatican on Saturday. It's a possibility that I may go live on Saturday. I'm not sure. I may go live just to recap what happened on Friday. But there will be no Reason with Vatican on Friday. And remember that today, remember that this program, 10 o'clock. 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 10 o'c And why not come up with this program? Since you know that Mr. Hyman has to protect his reputation, so why don't you protect your own and come up with this thing? Protect your own now. Get damn idiot. Protect your own. Blood in nincompoop. Mr. Hyman will come back and will come on the program. I'm pretty much sure he will. Maybe something came when he couldn't come on the program. So, anyway, let us say goodbye from here for now. Okay, so you want me to cut the audio when you can see the video? I think I can do that, you know. Yes, I can cut the audio and you all can still see the video live from the protest. Because I don't want any copyright strike on my channel because of music. So what I will do, I will cut the audio then for you all. Yes, so you know, I'll do that. I will definitely do that. I will cut the audio to the video, to the live stream, but you all can still see it. And as soon as the music stop playing, I'll come back live. Yes. Make sure I have enough battery. Yes, that's true, you know. That's true. So what I will do, because I know Samsung, you know, I'm using my my new camera system that I got. My darling wife bought me a camera, a video camera, so I'm going to use that along with my phone. So thank you all very much. Thank you, Maxi. Thank you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel, and continue giving as much as you can to support the One Legal Defense Fund. Continue giving to as much as you can to support this YouTube channel and everything like that. So thank you all very much. I think I'll be back on later. Yes, man. We got my wife, man. I love her to death. Love my darling wife. I love her to death. She has been a source of strength to me. And you know, I know sometimes I may not listen to her, but she's a source of strength and inspiration to me. She has. Yes. And sometimes when I am like, you know, I don't want to go on, she like, you know, she said no. She encouraged me to go on. She does. You know, sometimes I don't spend enough time with her, but she encouraged me to go on. Anyway, I'm not telling my life story. I want to love listening to people's life story too much. Anyway, thank you very much for coming on. Oh my God. What text? What did you send to me? Marlene, what did you send to me? Remind me again, Marlene. Text me and tell me, because I don't remember. What you sent to me? You have my number. Text me again, because I don't remember what you said you sent to me. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate every single one of you for coming on my program, for making this Make We Talk program a part of your life, for standing by me. You have been a source of inspiration. Sometimes when it cost me, sometimes when you tell me Jeffrey X, Q, Y, Z, and I appreciate everything that you've done, that you all are doing. I appreciate you all subscribing and sharing my YouTube channel to others. And remember, there's a fake Make We Talk channel out there. So when you're going out there to give anybody this, remember to say Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares LLC. So it's Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares LLC. Yes, thank you very much. Big up Mrs. Tavares. Yeah, of course, big her up, yes. You're the source of everything. You're the boss. Big up yourself, Mrs. Jeffrey Tavares, woman. Oh yes, she is woman of her. She is everything, man. She's the boss. She run things. She is the boss. Thank you all very much, guys. Thank you all very much. Time for me to go. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this Make We Talk channel. And remember that come Friday, we will be coming to you live. But remember one thing, those people who are in politics don't remember that we are the boss, you know. Listen to this before we all go.
All of a sudden, everybody turned on. They better learn that in any organization, it's only one done by rule. And today I say to them, the door is open to retrieve your position. Take a candle, sing a Sankey, and find your way back home.
And today I say to the political elites of our country, to redeem yourself, be honest and truthful to the Jamaican people, light a candle, sing a Sankey, and find your way back home.
All of a sudden, everybody turned on.
All of a sudden, everybody turned on.
All of a sudden, everybody turned on. They better learn that in any organization, it's only one done by rule. And today I say to them, the door is open to retrieve your position. Take a candle, sing a Sankey, and find your way back home.
The voice of the great man himself, who told them to light a candle, but we're telling them now that they must light a candle and sing a Sankey, because fire their must steal, then think a cool breeze here. Until you hear my voice again, may God bless you and may God bless Jamaica land we love. Have a great afternoon, everyone. See you all come maybe this evening or tomorrow, but of course on Friday we'll be coming to you live from Lower Manhattan. I am Jeffrey Tavares, on the behalf of all my listeners, on the behalf of one of my producer, Annie, my main producer, Owen Brown, my source of inspiration, my darling wife. Thank you all very much for coming on. May God bless you and may God bless Jamaica land we love. Have a great evening.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.